Okay, day 4 is finally, or episode 4 rather. Let me use that word. Oh, I need to disconnect my AirPod. I think that would be the best way. Okay, I think it should be better now because I noticed that yesterday people couldn't hear me well because my AirPod was not disconnected. Hi, blesses, Tush exclusive products. Thank you so much, Madam President. How are you doing today? Thank you for being the first person on the live show. My dear brother Darlington, thank you for being on the live show as well. I hope people have not gone to do Friday. Thank God it's Friday. And forgotten rather that we have a live show this evening. Good evening, my dear brother. Good to have you here. Everyone else joining soon. I'll just wait a while so we have more people join. And of course, our guests join and we go ahead and get started. But honestly, it's been shades of nothing but hotness of amazing speakers sharing amazing experiences. We've been learning so much from different people, and I have been super blessed. I've learned so much in the past couple of days. Financial solution with Tolu. Wow, I love that. Good to have you here. It's bycast. Okay, I might not pronounce that well. So good to have you joining as well. So we started with Coach Didi, and Coach Didi was phenomenal. She was amazing. Some of the things she said, I'm going to reiterate it in this live show right now. One of the things she said was, my life is what I make of it. Okay, and she said also we should stop being a victim and forget that village people mindset. Take out the village people mindset, which is the reason why so many people are where they are today. And she also made mention of affirmations. Okay, affirmations are powerful. Then have a healthy self-esteem. That was what some of the things Coach Didi actually taught us, having a healthy self-esteem. Then we moved on to Coach Bola. I hope I'm right with this. Okay, I think I am. We moved on to Coach Bola, and she was also amazing. She was phenomenal. And one of the things she said is that we should take a picture of the woman you want to look like. Okay, take a picture of the woman you want to look like. You can have it on your screensaver, on your phone, post it somewhere on your vision board or in your home, and you see this woman and you walk towards becoming better than her. Not even be like her, but better than her. Oh, I can see our wonderful, she's a pastor, Mrs. She's a coach, she's in the building. And I'll just bring you up shortly, ma. Just give me a little second. I'll bring you up. I just want to talk a little bit about amazing objects we've been having. Then read your bio, then I will bring you up finally. So I'm just going to pick one more point from Coach Bola, what she said. She also said we should be honest with ourselves, okay? Then yesterday we have Lady Yemisi. Coach Yemisi was amazing. She spoke about implementation. She spoke about looking at our habits, what our habits are, would also define who we are and where we should be or where we want to be. And she also said we should delegate. This is very important because we can burn out very easily when we try to do everything ourselves. And she mentioned something I just remembered now about picking your admin dates to check your numbers, which is also very important. And she spoke about how education also is not for you to go back to school, which is one of the things she told her children. It's not for them. Sorry, it's not for you to end up having a 9-to-5, but also just for you to be able to know better on how to run your business. And one of the things she also said is that to avoid mistakes early investors want to make, ensure you do good market research. And you think day one, if you think day one was powerful, day two was powerful, day three was powerful. Hey, you are here right now, and you are here for a, will I call it a shocker? Because this particular day 4, this one is powerful. We have a powerful woman of God in our midst. I respect her. She's amazing. She's powerful. And I want to read her bio right now. And when we read her bio, of course, we're going to bring her up. and we begin today's session. And for those of you who are ready, I cannot wait for us to get started. Come on, type it in the chat box. I am ready. I am ready. Good to have you, Lady Bukola, the affirmation queen, all the way from Seven Seas. Good to have you joining us this evening. So we have, pardon me, I said Pastor Olufunke earlier. She's not pastor, she's a reverend. Pardon me for that, ma. So Reverend Dr. Olufunke Adetuberu is a dynamic, multifaceted woman of God who is full of substance and virtue. She believes that every woman must die empty. Chai! That word is powerful. When you hear her speak, you understand what I'm talking about. She believes that every woman must die empty. And with this mindset, she strives to explore and fulfill God's given potential. With a mandate to restore people and bring hope to our generation, she has positively impacted many lives and continues to influence our generation with powerful life-changing messages. Please, before we bring her on, I need you all to share. Let's have many more people coming to watch, okay? Because our session also, like I said, is a powerful session. Nobody should miss it. So with a mandate, okay, I've said that already. Through our heaven-inspired teaching and preaching, our voice resonates with freedom to all who know what it means to be in chains. Dr. Olufunke Adetuberu is the founder of the Women College of Ministry, Men College of Ministry, and the School of Finishing Touches. Reverend Dr. Olufunke is a life coach who reaches out daily to be a blessing to people's life through our on-air radio program, Moments to Ponder. A weekly on-air live radio program, She Matters, Straight Talk with Olufunke, on Blast FM is always a delight to many as she dishes out wisdom, knowledge, nuggets on how to manage relationships or marriage life, non-governmental organization targeted at assisting the less privileged and most importantly, the emotionally damaged individuals in society. She's also a certified family therapist and professional counselor. She's a prolific writer and a distinguished author who has published over 100 books, wow, that have been of immense blessing to our generation. A mother and a grandmother, she is a solid teacher of the word and a highly sought after conference speaker with deep insight into God's word. Reverend carries prophetic grace and anointing to bring change to the lives of anyone under the sound of our voice. My God, this is powerful. Come on. This is powerful. This is powerful. If you know you are ready to be a part, appreciate Reverend for being here today, for saying yes and for not saying no. Thank you so much, ma. Come on with a clapping ovation. Let us welcome our beautiful.
Thank you.
Reverend Dr. Olufunke Adetuberu. Good to have you here, ma.
Thank you so much. I'm so grateful.
Thank you.
I should call you minister, pastor, prophetess, evangelist in the world, in the millions world. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for being amazing. Thank you for being. Your spirit is just sweet. You have a sweet spirit. I love you from my heart, and that's the truth.
Thank you so much.
We just connect. That way, we just there's something that just got us together. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for honoring us, for accepting to be here. I really want to say thank you because I know you're busy and you still said yes to be here for 1 hour to address people, to talk to people. And I believe that God would use you to change the lives of people, to touch the lives of people, and also to bring them out of any issues they are going through and help them to be a better person in the year 2026 and even before this year runs out. So thank you once again, ma. I really appreciate and we are honored to have you. So everyone, I hope you have said thank you, ma.
I'm privileged.
Yes, thank you so much, ma. Okay, so the first question I have for you here today is one of the things you find said in your bio about you dying, having every woman die empty. You're always talking about being. You have always been a somebody who is sold out to committed to helping women to be better and to live a better life. So, how does embracing the mindset translate into building wealth and living with intentionality? How would you say that
Thank
based
you
on what you
once
said?
again. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so grateful.
Thank you, ma'am.
I am passionate about saying that every woman must die empty, and I chose not to take anything to the grave because the richest place on earth is the graveyard. Vision unfulfilled, dreams not coming to pass. And the truth is, everyone has the capacity, the ability. God has graciously graced us with talents and gifts,
Mm-hmm.
and we are not supposed to take it to heaven. Somebody died and his bone, somebody dead body was dropped on the graveyard of that person, and before you knew it, the dead body came back to life. So me, I don't want anything to take. I don't want to take anything to the grave. I want to drop everything here, because God did not give me the. He didn't give me the privilege, the capacity, the ability, the the opportunity, the potentials. He didn't give me all of this to just mask it and cover it. Remember the parable of the 10 talents. Somebody was given 10, somebody was given 5, somebody was given 1, and the one that was given 1 was still made to be accountable. So whatever is given to you, don't tell me you are not as big as this person, you don't have the capacity of this person. No, you are going to be accountable to God for that one
So true.
that were given. So I believe everyone will be accountable to God for the life they are living in the flesh. And of course, they don't even have a choice than to make God happy. Do you know that the person that buried his talent, he was really apprehended, he was rebuked, he was called out, it was God wasn't happy with him,
So true.
or whoever, maybe I don't know the gender, but we're just told that he gave us the parable of the 10 talents. And if you look at the Bible, is the red letter Bible. So that tells us that that is so important. It was Jesus himself that gave us that analogy of, or parable of the 10 talents. So it means that you are not permitted to take anything to wherever you are, or you are going
Yes, ma'am.
to. Empty yourself, deliver yourself, belch yourself, vomit yourself to your generation,
So true.
and that's how it's supposed to be. The one that buried his talent was not really, really appreciated. Jesus called him out. And that's why I believe you don't have to go into your graveyard with your potentials, dream unsaid, vision unfulfilled. You are not going to be rewarded because you are useless. Life only
Absolutely.
awards. Life only awards people that are useful. Even in the natural,
Yes.
you don't have a staff that is useless and you are paying salary. What's the
So
point?
true, ma.
Thank you.
Wow. Somebody can you hear me type that in the chat box? Life only rewards some people that are useful, not people that are useless. In short, that is powerful.
Thank you.
Life only rewards people that are useful, not the ones that are useless. So ask yourself, am I useful or am I the other one? I'm not saying that
Yes.
you're the other one, but ask
Now,
yourself that question. In
I'm so
any area.
happy. Somebody put it there that Miles Moreau was one that said it. He actually died empty. Now he's dead. We are still
Yes,
making reference to what he has said. Your ideas must produce solution. Your gift must make impact. Your life must speak. Your skill must be translated to wealth. You must add value
absolutely.
to your life. You must become a colossal blessing. People must look
So
at you and
true.
say, wow, you must be a wonder that cannot be wounded in your generation. That's the meaning of
Wow,
dying
wow,
empty.
wow. Thank you so much for that, Ma. Thank you. I'm sure, like I said, that people are already getting blessed as you're speaking. And do not forget, if you have question for Reverend, please use the chat box, type the question there, and I will read it as I also take my questions, read my questions out. So my next question for you now, Ma, is that you have mentored thousands of women through your ministry. So, what are the three foundational attributes every woman must cultivate to truly thrive in life and purpose? What are those attributes?
Intentionality
Wow.
is the master key. I
We are
observe
all
that
writing.
no woman becomes great by accident. Success is
Mm.
not an accident.
So true.
You are
So
so
true.
intentional. You have made up your mind. Hope against hope. Whatever the circumstances, the situation, you want to tell yourself, I cannot give up now. I've gone too far from where I started from.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever comes my way, I've made up my mind to be relevant. Life is not going to treat you well. Just understand that and let it settle in your subconscious
Mm.
and your conscious
Mm.
mind. Challenges will come, people will say
Mm.
things, you will face the enemy headlong, but you are
Mm.
just going to tell yourself, I've made up my mind.
Mm.
I've
Mm.
chosen. It's a choice I've
Mm.
made. I
Mm.
choose to be intentional. And when you are intentional, you are not going for mediocrity. You are not
So
looking
true.
at anything anyhow. It has to be done well. What is what
Absolutely.
doing is what doing well. You know that
Absolutely.
now I tell people that I tell my women that there's no woman in the Bible that is worthy of my envy. It's an
Mm.
abomination to say, God,
Wow.
make me like Esther, make me like
Mm.
Ruth, make me
Wow.
like Hannah, make me like Jochebed, the mother of Moses. No
Mm.
woman in the Bible is worthy of my envy. You know why? I live in a better dispensation. They don't have the Bible, I have the Bible. They don't have books, I have books. Now you are doing
Wow.
conference for women who are going to build their millionaires mindset. You have platforms, you
Absolutely.
have books. They don't have that privilege, they don't have that
So
opportunity,
true.
and yet they led an outstanding life. They
Mm.
become a reference point. So I'll be a waste of resources if I
That's
don't
true.
stand out and become the best that I'm wired to become. So
Wow.
intentionality is key. When you are talking about intentionality, it means that you are giving attention to details, you are dotting all the I's, you are crossing all the T's. In all fairness, my staff,
Mm.
they know me. When I'm doing anything, I'm looking at the fault. And I tell them it's not I don't appreciate you, but I want the best. The
Mm.
best, if it's excellent, that is of God. Oh Lord, our God, how excellent is your name in all the earth. If it's not excellent, that means God is not there. And that is
Mm.
intentionality.
Mm. Wow. Wow.
Look at Esther. She was so intentional.
Mm.
She told herself, I'll go to the king. If I perish, I perish.
I
And she
perish.
didn't perish. Yes.
So true.
That is his intentionality. She was too sure. And the way she strategized. No, I don't want to talk about how we will not live here today. The way she strategically handled the
Mm.
king.
Mm.
Man, that woman, she's solid. Don't forget, women in the Bible can inspire me. They can make me to want to live well, but I can't envy them. I
Mm.
cannot. I have all the opportunities, all the privileges to be great on this side of life, and that is the privilege I have. So I cannot pray that I'll be like them. So I tell my women, be intentional, be intentional. I can preach intentionality. Why would a young lady that is not married accept the mystery of I'll be pregnant without a man?
Mm.
She said, what kind of salutation is this?
Mm.
Behold, I'm the handmaiden of the Lord. Behold,
Mm.
all generation will call me blessed. How can somebody that is single, not married, be so intentional about her life? And she looked beyond now and saw herself in a generation that is not born. That's deep.
Mm.
Mary, I'm
Mm.
talking about. So
Mm.
intentionality, I am so passionate about being intentional. When I
Mm.
relate to my women, I tell them, if you are raising children, be intentional. You are whatever you are doing, just make sure you are intentional.
Very
Look at
intentional.
Hannah.
Wow.
Look at Hannah. She told us, I'm not going home.
Mm.
Yes, my husband told me I'm more to him than seven sons. But what is Pelina looking for in our marriage? Now that Pelina is there, I must make my impact. She was intentional. When she went to Shiloh and she was coming back to the altar to pray, what did she do? They told her she was drunk. She says, I'm not drunk. I'm a woman of a
Mm.
sorrowful spirit. I'm pouring my heart to God. That
God.
is the intentionality. And these people
Mm.
don't have the Bible. They don't have the Holy Ghost. They don't have mentors. They don't have the
So
privilege of
true.
reading all the readables. And yet, she told herself, I'm not going back. She had 1001 reasons to be sentimental and emotional. You know, women are emotional. She could have said,
Yes,
is it
by
your fault
default, we
now?
have.
Can't you see that I come here every year and I didn't have a child? What's going on here? She knew what she wanted. And she knew that the children of Eli were misbehaving. So
Hmm.
Eli was frizzling out. She did not, oh God, I love intentional women actually.
Hmm.
She did not give up on the fact that, if God will not answer me through this man, she knew that this man carried grace. Forget what is happening. Even if it is the bottom part of the anointing I'm going to get, I must go back with my son. And
Wow.
listen to me, there was a meeting in heaven. God was looking for who to fit in to the need that was on ground because a
So
prophet
true.
must succeed those children.
So true.
And
So
God
true.
trusted her. You see, when you're intentional, God will trust you with anything. You can rapture is your limit. Sky will be your starting point if you're an
Amen.
intentional person.
So true. So true. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Short. The only thing I would say is number one is intentionality. Number two is intentionality.
Number three
Number
is
three,
intentional.
number four is intentional. Because like people
Everything
are
is
attaching number one
intentionality.
and they are waiting for number two. Everything, according to what Reverend has said, is intentionality. But based on what you said, Ma, there's this question that came to my mind based on what you just said. You know, you said there's nothing that can make you to be envious of anybody in the Bible. But in terms of building a wealthy mindset, a millionaire mindset for women, even for men, we see that there's so many things now happening in the world. Yes, we have access to all of these things. We have mentors, we have books, we have conferences. But you still see that some women come from the area of, you see another woman doing better. Maybe she's younger than yourself, or she's even older. And you just have this unhealthy jealousy and you just become envious. So how do people manage? Are you trying to grow your mindset as well, grow your wealth? And I've seen people who have come to me and they said, "Oh, it's not as if I meant it for evil." And I love people like that. I was envious of you, but I just felt that, oh, we
You,
started
you, you
together,
know,
this and that. And she was like, but I always wish you well. But in case of, some people see people and, they cannot even go out and tell them. They just envious. So how do they manage this? But they don't like it as
now
much.
the truth
How do they
is,
manage it?
because I'm a therapist, I
Coach.
understand the dynamics of having low self-esteem, being raised
Ah, so true.
dysfunctionally,
So
being
true.
not being validated growing up, people pull you down, they body shame you, they verbally abuse you, emotionally abuse you,
Mhm.
psychologically abuse you. So that alone has boxed a lot of women. And that's why I insist on dropping your weight. Nobody flies with weight. And you
Mm,
jettison in
mm,
therapy. The
mm,
moment you notice that you are from a dysfunctional home and you know that the things you went through growing up as mentally, emotionally, psychologically put you on a wheelchair,
mm,
intentionality will be like speaking Greek in an English speaking system, because you can't fly with weight. You can't be intentional when you have not dealt with your low self-esteem. And the truth is, those who compete, they are not complete. Now, you made a
ooh,
statement. You made a statement. You said something. You said people will look at you. Do they know the price you have paid? Do they know
mm,
the humility you have put in place? Do they know the sleepless nights? Do they know the cost of the oil that is in your alabaster box? They don't know the
mm,
things you have done that brought you to where you are. That's why you don't envy people. Those who
mm.
compete, they are not complete. And sincerely speaking, the sky is big enough for two birds to collide, except one is
So
mad.
true. Hey,
Just look into the sky and
mm,
see this space is wide. Nobody can take your
super wide.
space, man. Everybody has a place to feel. I can't be you, you can't be me. I'm me and I'm me. And how God made it so beautifully, there is nobody's fingerprint that is the same. Even our voice recognition is not the same. If you want to tell Siri to do something on your phone, you have to practice your voice. So we are
Mm,
unique. We are uniquely, complexly, specially made. You are not a mistake. You are not an accidental discharge. You are
so true.
fearfully and complexly made. So
So
what
true.
crouches us, what puts us on a wheelchair mentally, emotionally, psychologically, is our background. And to me, If I tell you my story, will not live here today. Your background should not put your back on the ground. That
Mm.
is choice you have to make. So when you are dealing with people that are insecure, just travel abroad. You have traveled abroad now. Travel inside and know where you are dropped and you are crippled both feet like Mephibosheth. When what breaks out in the family system, children are crippled. The man, you know the meaning of Mephibosheth, the one that destroys shame. And guess what? He called himself a dead dog. Because what broke out, there's not any child that comes from a dysfunctional home. You must be intentional in going to therapy to treat yourself, or else you will be struggling. You won't fly. First thing, now my first name was rejection. My mother divorced when I was 6 months. The allegation was adultery. So I'm called bastard 1001 times. My mother would say it's not only a child that is given back to by a bastard that is a bastard. My mother would tell in my neighborhood, please, when you give back to a baby girl and it's a girl, my mother would say, congratulations, baby, boy or girl. Please don't name her Funkel. Today is a new story. My sister told me it's not somebody like you they're looking for in England. Rejection can only affect your feelings, not your future. Rejection is not a word, it's a door that leads to another door. Don't ever allow rejection to peg you. Deal with your baggages. I told my sister that day, I said, one day I'll be preaching in that London. You will want to see me, and the protocol will not allow. And it happens.
Wow.
I had a choice to start smoking and drinking. I've done all I could do in the world. Now that I came to Christ, the fullness of God's bodily dwells in my soul. In him I live, I move, I have my being. In him all things consist. He's the head of all principalities and powers. So we are talking about kingdom life here. You cannot allow anything to truncate you. God is good to you, is also good to me. And there is nobody God has not been good to. If you can only tell me, maybe your own is not enough. But every one of us, God has been good to us. There are things
Absolutely.
that God has done for A that is not even in the periphery of B. And the B that you are envying is also envious of you in that area. So we should be
So true.
grateful.
So true. Wow. Wow. This is fire. This 1 hour is not enough, honestly.
It can't be enough. I know.
Honestly, Reverend,
I just
this
said we'll manage the 1 hour.
we'll manage this 1 hour. Oh my God, this is fire. And I see lives are getting changed. People are getting their medulla, their
Of
everything
like
about them
changing.
is changing. Like, this is so needed. And thank you so much. This is wonderful. And I hope for those of you who are watching, you're writing this down, because we're not bringing this great woman here just because we want to waste their time. We want something to change about you. I want you to see Reverend Funke tomorrow online on our platform. Go to our page. Mouth that thing you said changed my life, and this is what I have achieved in the year 2026. In short, before the year 2025 ended, this is what I have achieved. And for those of you who are helping me to retype what Reverend is saying, thank you so much, because that way it helps me to reduce having to repeat what she has said. And you are just joining, please ensure you go back after this live show ends to watch, so you get what you have missed. I love one of the things you said about our background. Our background should not be a reason why we should be on the ground. Now, so many people are still using that their background as a victim, whereas many has used their background as a
And
stepping
some
stone to
people
their own victory.
they press the button, some press the penthouse. It depends on your
Hmm.
choice, yes.
Wow, did you hear that? Hey, Reverend, please, they did not hear. Please say
I
it again.
said some people, rejection make some people to press the pit, and some can press the lift of the penthouse instead of the pit. So it's your choice.
Did you hear? So it is what? It is
Your
your
choice.
choice. Thank you so much, Ma. So the next question I'm going to ask right now is that we have a lot of women who are still feeling stuck. Now, you gave us a little bit about your background. You said where you were coming from and how you did not allow that to define you. Now you are a different person. You're a grandmother, living the best of your life,
Yes.
doing the work of God, and living a fulfilled life. But there are so many women who are still feeling stuck between their calling, their responsibility, and how they can match their purpose and productivity. And some are still letting their background to have a way to draw them back into the past rather than going into the future. So how do you think that this woman can actually get unstuck? What can they do?
Please. It's only in the kingdom of God we don't respect professionals. I use glass. I've been using glasses since. I have an
Mm,
optician. When I'm 62, when I had started having issues with my tooth, I had to see a dentist. I did hysterectomy some maybe 18 years ago. At the surgery table, we had over 8 surgeons and doctors and nurses, anesthesia on that table.
mm,
Please, let's respect professionalism. Let people seek therapy.
mm,
Jesus actually told us in Matthew 12:43-45, he said, when an unclean spirit goes out of a man, when you are born again, it's your spirit that is born again. Your soul and your body is not born again. Your soul
mm,
is the seat of baggages raised from a dysfunctional home, verbal abuse, emotional abuse, sexual abuse, financial abuse. Also, maybe you were supposed to pay for school fees and your parents could not pay, and you are made to line up on the assembly as they do. I don't know how they do it in other parts of the world, and shame just came over you, or you were sexually molested by your
mm,
father, your mother, or whatever it is, or emotionally molested. All these things sit in your soul. So when you are
mm,
born again, it's your spirit that is born again. Your soul is not born again. Your body is not born again. It's still the same seat of your soul that you become a professor, a doctor, a lawyer, and a banker. I've seen
mhm,
doctors that smoke like chimney, and they know smokers are liable to die young because they
mm,
have baggages in their soul. So when you are
mm,
struggling with identity, you are struggling to swear, to fly, to become the best of yourself, get into therapy. See somebody for the first time in your life, vent.
mm,
Belch it out. Don't skip.
mm,
Stop bottling up. I listened to a lady today, and I was in my therapy table. I was just looking. I said, "Wow, people
mm.
go through stuff, and you can't keep bottling it up. Anything you cover, you will decay." Let me share this with you. I was going to print the States at a particular time. I had this fungal infection on my toenails, and the guy that was doing my pedicure said, "Mommy, let's remove this nail." And I said, "No, leave it though," because I love to wear my open shoe to preach and all, and I love my nails. I love my nails. So I told him, I said, "Please leave it." Now, the thing was paining me to my brain. The
Wow.
infection was there. I will
Wow.
use hydrogen peroxide. I will clean it. It will be soapy. I will foamy. I will put M&B. I was treating it. So I had to go to the US to preach. Of course, they have paid my business class ticket, so I don't have a choice. As soon as I got to the place about to preach, the nail fell off. And
Jesus.
unfortunately, the altar was not rubbed. So blood was everywhere, and it was winter.
Wow.
So
Jesus.
I don't have a choice. The pain was
Jesus.
bad, but I have to preach. When I finished preaching and I got to my hotel room, and the Holy Spirit said
Wow.
to me, anything you cover will decay.
Wow.
So if you keep masking, covering your weaknesses, it will show. It will
Mm,
show everywhere. You will have anger.
mm,
You'll be proud. You'll be irritable. Everything gets to you. Somebody says something. You are dancing to the music. You don't know it's playing the rhythm. You are acting like a pendulum.
mm,
Anybody can sleep with you. Anything can happen if you don't deal with your baggages. Nobody
mm,
flies with weight. Drop your weight and
mm.
jettison.
Drop your weight. Powerful. Powerful. Come on, everybody. Type powerful. Powerful. I told you, if you think the one was wonderful, it was explosive. Day two, day three. You see this day four, it is scatter everywhere. Because this is really, really powerful. Thank you so much, ma.
Thank
Please,
you.
please, did you hear anything you cover? Hey, we
With
decay.
decay.
Seek
I had
help.
to preach. I preached for 5 days. I couldn't even wear slippers.
My God.
The pain, I mean, it was terrible. And the Holy Spirit said
Wow.
to me, you are covering it. It will decay. So any wound you want to heal, you bring it out. That's what you do in therapy. And please don't cry
True.
before someone that will not say sorry to you. Because some people have cried to someone that will not make their issues at the top of the microphone. You now wonder, oh, I wish I had kept it. No. Go talk to
Mm,
someone that you trust, that can keep
absolutely.
your case and treat you properly, and you now come out
Absolutely.
and become a wounded healer.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is so true. Absolutely. Thank you very much, ma'am. Looking at the time and I'm like,
We
I don't
have
want this thing to end over. I must ask all these questions that I'm seeing.
Okay,
So that we
I will
can learn
try and
more
make
from
it short.
You don't make it short. As the spirit leads, don't worry.
We
Go
can do
ahead, ma.
part two. We can do part three. Maybe
No,
you bring
thank
all
you
your
so much,
guests
ma.
back and do part two.
No problem, ma. We are honored. Thank you so much for giving us
Probably.
the opportunity to do part two, part three. Come on, everybody, say thank you, ma, for allowing us to do part two, part three, part four, part four. Thank you so much, ma, for that. So I want to ask in terms of your experience as a counselor, as a therapist. So what has the invisible chain that keep women from rising financially and spiritually? What are those invisible chain? If we have them.
Parenting, background,
Wow. Background. Wow.
parenting, where we're coming from.
Hmm.
I've seen people that became an entrepreneur because their parents were doggedly, ruggedly business people. And I've seen people that have become, if you look at some family system, because the father is a doctor, maybe the mother is a nurse, somehow, if they have 4 kids,
Hmm.
somehow,
One of them. It's
you
true.
become a doctor, a nurse.
So
So,
true.
of course, parenting matters a lot. Depends on what you're exposed to. Then, of course, association, relationship.
Hmm. Hmm.
The Bible says you
Hmm.
walk with the wise, you'll be wise. The companies of
So
fools shall be
true.
destroyed.
So true.
So you'd
So
get to, I'm trying to limit what I'm saying now so that
no,
we
no,
can actually,
ma, please go ahead. Like I said, as the spirit lead, it's better you
okay.
expatiate on it, and then we ask a lot of questions. I might end up asking two more. Is the most important thing is that people get it. That's what. Don't limit it. Just go ahead as the spirit leads. We don't have
And
to.
you,
I don't have to ask all the questions. So please, if
okay.
you want to expand on this, please go ahead, ma.
The truth is, one of the things is people are not ready to change.
Mm.
If you refuse to change, you'll be chained. If
Mm.
you refuse to
Mm.
change, you'll be changed.
Mm.
Change means growth. I've discovered that people are women especially, we are mentally, emotionally, psychologically lazy.
Mm.
We don't want to stretch ourselves. We don't want to adapt. We don't want to grow. And if you are not growing, you'll be groaning. You'll be on the spot. Now, you know what? Life does not, I tell myself, I've written over it's over 100. I've written 144 books as I'm talking
Wow.
to you now. I just finished
Wow.
40 audio book. I put them on YouTube. Now, the
Wow.
truth is, I tell myself every year, anytime we get into the new year, I'll say, Olufunke,
Mm.
nobody is starting in March or in July.
Mm.
We all have until your mark, set, go for the year.
Yes. Yes.
Some
So
people
true.
don't value time.
Mm.
I do. When you come for therapy with me, you pay for consultation one, then you pay
Mm-hmm.
per session, per hour.
Mm.
Everywhere in the world, you pay per session when you're in
Yes.
therapy. Now, the truth is, time is life. So
Yes.
invest in your life and
Mm-hmm.
know that your time is your life.
Mm.
Build yourself. I know some of my spiritual children are watching. My first trip to America, maybe like 30 years ago, I was given honorarium. You know what 10 years ago is with money?
Mm-hmm.
My honorarium was $5,000.
Mm.
Unfortunately for the devil, they were now closing a Christian bookshop. I don't read to preach, I read to live.
Mm.
I ship
Mm.
books to, because now
Mm.
you know why I had to do that. I remember I was thinking one day and I said, Funke, some people some people know that their laptop needs antivirus. There are
Mm.
some strong, that's why I'm an Apple person, back to back, because it limits virus. Now,
So
there are some device and some laptops that need antivirus because they want to. There are some they have to reformat the whole laptop. Some they have to buy another laptop. Some of us came with so much baggages to the kingdom that we need a lot of garbage in and garbage out. Some of us, we
mm.
don't need the antivirus that will remove everything in our lives. So I sat down for 2 years. I sat to deal with rejection.
Mm.
I don't have little low self-esteem. I don't feel rejected. To reject me is to your own disadvantage. I'm comfortable in my skin.
Mm.
I'm not competing with anybody, but
Mm.
because of where I was coming from, my pregnancy was was questionable. My life was horrible. I aborted. The doctor said I can never be pregnant. I have the medical report. So I knew where I was coming from. Terrible lifestyle. So I made up my mind to put my life, I stuck my life. I shipped those books to Nigeria. I didn't put them in the shelf. So many women are hearing me. They bought books. Every conference, they'll buy books to decorate the shelf. They won't wake up in the mid. I don't sleep. One day my husband said, you don't sleep. I said, you don't understand. When you see a man running in the bush, if something is not pursuing him,
Wow.
he's pursuing something. So I'm pursuing
Something.
something.
Yes.
I'm not
Yes.
pursuing anything to impress anybody. I'm just living my
So
life.
true.
Maybe I'm living my life now. I'm here. I'm on 9 radio stations. I'm touching lives in my own little way. I may not be known. Jesus is not going to reward you for being known. He's going to reward you for
Mm.
how faithful you are in what he has
Mm.
invested in you, like the parable
Wow.
of the 10 talents.
So true. Wow. 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 Come on, everybody. I can see that. I'm just looking at the comment. Like the comment is going on fire. Wow, this is really powerful. Thank you so much for this, Ma. One of the things I need you women, women, I'm saying it again. One of the things you should not forget in this last question I just asked, that Reverend said, you need to read to live, not for you to come online to preach, not for you to come and do aspire to perspire to now respire to now
Inspire people.
inspire people. So please read to live is very important. And I remember sharing this with my daughter. She's asking me, Mommy, why do I have to go back to school when I am done with my university education? I
Ah.
think if I'm a
Leaders
leader,
are readers. You
I
stop
have
reading, you stop leading.
honestly, and I had to break it down to her, I had to explain to her, because you cannot just do without reading. It's very important. People can smell when you are shallow. So we need to cultivate that habit of reading to live, not to read to preach, not to read to impress. So thank you so much for that word. Now,
Even
my
in the secular world, in your career, your
absolutely
profession, they send
yes.
you on courses. They told you to go
Mhm.
and read. They
So
told you to
true. So
update
true.
yourself so that you not
So
be
true.
outdated. So what
So
happens to
true.
you when you want to be the best in, in your world of being
So
a
true.
millionaire? You have to keep reading, because even the
Absolutely.
marketplace is very, very shaky. There's a lot
Mhm.
going on in the marketplace. You don't even know when something, and there's so much, even, well, intentionality is all I'm saying.
Very, very, everything is, yes, intentionality, because you are proving to be that intentional woman. And thank you so much for also educating the audience on this. So now my next question for you now, Ma, is that when you think about okay, I think I have asked something similar to this, so I don't want to take that again. So as a woman who actually um is into ministry as well, so when it comes to mindset shifts, so what is that prophetic instruction, or what is that word or that statement you feel that would unlock wealth and the destiny of every woman that is listening to us tonight? So what would that be?
Hmm. My strong prophetic instruction is clear. Number one, don't compete with anybody.
Mm,
You are unique. You're
mm,
special. You are a real gem. You are an uncommon commodity.
mm-hmm,
You are not limited. What is limiting everyone is their mindset.
mm,
Don't let the mentality of I can't do it, who has done it before, my
mm-hmm,
parents are not, those are unnecessary alibi. Dare to be different, dare to stand out. I was meditating about the life of David, and I told myself, your background should not put your back on the ground.
mm,
This young man, they wanted to do a major anointing service. He was not in the place. They had to go and call him in. He stood out of all of his siblings, despite the fact that he came from a dysfunctional home. Look at Joseph. Joseph said to Mrs. Potiphar, this erection will not destroy my direction. I'm going somewhere.
Mm.
I cannot have 1 minute pleasure and have eternal pressure.
Mm.
It's not possible. These are people that have made up their minds to work on themselves, work on their weaknesses, and don't give unnecessary excuse. You know me, I have anger issue. You know me, I'm like that.
Mm.
Rigidity is an energy of a fool.
Mm.
You can't say this is me when we are living a life that is very versatile. Life is evolving, people are growing, people are working on themselves. You are not saying this is me, oh, that is who I am going to be for life. Come
Mm.
on, you can't grow. Go and ask people that are great. They are people that evolve, they change. They
Absolutely.
don't pamper their weaknesses. Don't pamper
Mm-hmm.
your weakness. Don't say
Mm-hmm.
you don't understand. I'm very sensitive. There's nobody that is not sensitive, but if you know where you are going, you go for it.
Absolutely.
I was,
Absolutely.
there's so many things in my head. I was looking at one woman in Genesis 38, and I told myself, there's no reason for me to fail. She
Mm.
married the first husband. The man,
Mm.
God killed the man. She didn't know the script. She didn't know who wrote the script. God was behind the scene of her life, shaking the scene. She did not see. She didn't know. Some of you don't give excuses. My marriage, my husband, forget it. Get into therapy, seek help, and live. There's no marriage in heaven. Marriage begins. This is a prophetic word. Marriage begins here and it ends here.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's getting married in heaven. Keep your mind, do whatever you want to do. But if you're having challenges, come on, seek intervention and still live and survive despite all odds. God was the one that killed the first husband, The father-in-law said, okay, my second son, go in. God killed him again. How do you
Mm.
live your life when it becomes a paradox?
Mm.
Some people are having, they want to become millionaires, they want to have a positive mindset, but their lives is a paradox. They don't understand what is going on. They can't even fix the puzzles of their lives. And that was that woman in Genesis that said, her name is Tamar. I said
Mm.
Eve because she's still living. And she told her, and the father-in-law said, yeah, go to your father's house and remain a widow. And she said, you don't understand. You are the one that said it. I didn't say. That is not my God's word for
Mm.
me. Who is it that will speak and it will come to pass if God has not commanded it? You have said I should
Absolutely.
go and remain a widow. I'm not going to remain a widow. There is
Mm.
greater, there is the genealogy of Jesus in my bowels, and it must
Mm.
come out. I must die
Mm.
empty.
Mm.
And she told
Wow.
herself, I will go. She wore her widowhood clothes and she went on, on the journey of being a widow. And guess what? She was wearing the garment of a widow, but her mindset is, I'm in the genealogy of Jesus. I'm going somewhere. You can't stop me. You can't peg me. I'm too loaded to be stranded. I'm going somewhere.
Mm.
Future,
So
wait for
true.
me. I'm coming in style. That is
Mm.
exactly what she told herself. And one day she played a prostitute. Now she heard. She was informed. Readers are leaders. You must know what is going on. Don't be an ignoramus now. Know what is
Mm-hmm.
going on. Don't
So
stop
true.
scrolling social media, TikTok, everything, and you are just bumping yourself with junks. Solid. Eat well. When I'm preaching, I'm belching. I'm eating. That's
Mm.
the truth. Now, at the end of the day, what happened? Her father-in-law was going to, because she heard that her mother-in-law was dead, and she met her mother-in-law, her father-in-law. And why is it now? Think about it. You know, God is so strategic. That's why if you don't understand the puzzle, just stay with the one who wrote the script of your life. He knows
Mm.
what is written in the script. Don't hang up. Don't go and be thinking of suicide. No, come. There's
Mm.
always a way out. Come on now. Don't tell me there's no way out. I know what I've been through. I've passed
Mm.
so many hurdles in life, and I can tell you that the life here is the best. And guess what happened? Her father-in-law said, okay, come. She said, you don't understand. It is challenges that brought me here. It is
Mm.
not because I'm useless. If you want to touch me and sleep with me, give me the proof. Don't allow any man to sleep with you without giving you a proof. What is that?
Mm.
No, don't
Mm.
be cheap. Don't be gullible. If you had addiction problem, I'm here to do therapy for you. You'll be out of addiction and you live your life. Come on now. And that's just the truth. She told herself, she said, if you are sleeping with me, give me the proof. And she
Mm.
got the proof. And have you ever asked yourself, why was she ovulating that day?
Mm.
God is too intelligent to be disorganized.
Wow.
There's something
Wow.
about destiny that no woman should play with their destiny. Listen to me.
Wow.
We came here, we are going back. Nobody is going to be here for life. You
Mm.
must let your footprints be written on the sands of times. Let this generation know that you pass this side of life. Thank you.
Hmm. Wow. I wasn't even expecting you to stop.
I can
Wow.
continue. I'm just
This is wow.
she had twins.
This
You know
is
how many
wow.
people their twins have died on the inside of them because they have this mentality of limitation. She could have gone permanently. Two ladies were raped. This Tama was molested. The other Tama could not go out again. She had to stay behind the palace. Why can't you turn your mess to a message? Why can't you turn that your mess to a
So
ministry? Why
true.
can't you take advantage of what life has thrown at you and say, you know what? I may be bent, I may be bowed, but I'm not breakable.
So true.
You can
So
tell yourself,
true.
I'm not breakable, and
I
move
am not
and take
breakable.
advantage of every challenges. Every star
Mm-hmm.
has a scar. We only turn it to stars.
Yes, so true, so true. Wow, wow, wow. This is fire. This is fire. This is really, really powerful. Wow, thank you
Thank you.
so much.
Thank
I,
you,
I saw
Sister
a question in the
Beautiful.
chat box, but I'll take this question before I take that one in the chat box. Wow, this has been so powerful, and I can see so many people are having a change of life. They're having a change of mindset. This is like a therapy session on its own to many. And what I would advise you, for those of you who do not know Reverend, now that you have known her, even if you are watching this later, go and follow her, go and learn from her. If you want a therapy session, it's not free. You have to book. But
Yeah.
of course, you will know that you will leave that place as a fulfilled
Clean.
person. You will live as a full. If you know you are getting this, how much more? What will you get during therapy session? You will get far more than this, because you know that one you have now paid. So you are hoping to getting more and more from her. And of course, with a changed life. Now, based on the fact that you have written over 100 books and raised institutions, what principles actually guided you into creating sustainable wealth structures, and how did you overcome fear when you started?
Listen, everybody has fear. Let me start with that. We inherited
Okay.
fear from Adam and Eve. I heard your voice, I was
So
afraid.
true,
So
so
in our
true,
DNA, there
so
is
true.
dread, there is fear. But you know what? Fear
Mm,
is a false evidence that appears real. That's the acronyms of fear.
mm.
It's a false evidence that appears
It's
real. At
real.
the end of the day, you will find out that there is nothing to fear. Now, why would people get afraid? They're afraid to fail. Failure is an event. You fail forward, you try another one. You
Mm-hmm,
understand? Are you
mm-hmm.
getting me? The truth
Yes.
is, I've made mistakes. I said in one of my episodes of Drama Free. Is it drama free? How, no, not drama free. My story, my reality. How I stopped gossiping. I didn't know God was preparing me to be able to shut up, being a therapist, a counselor, raising women in thousands. I can't be a talkative now. I had to learn it by suffering, by
Mm,
embarrassment. But I learned it.
mm.
It's a mistake that is used now to help other people to learn
Other
to keep
people, yes,
secret.
ma'am. Yes,
So
ma'am.
the truth is, why are we afraid? We're afraid because what will people say? Hello, the way I dress every morning, I dress is which is a it's painful that I didn't wear a clothes that have petals. Whatever. So what? Mind your business. You are not wearing my shoes. You don't know where it hurts. Feature weight. I wear imaginary clothes, so I don't care what you say. You
Ah,
can say anything. It's easy to say, oh, this is how to cook vegetable. Mouth can
uh-huh.
cook vegetable. You cook it and let's taste it. Oh, I can drive, take the steering.
And drive
People
the
that
car.
talk ill of you, that you are wondering, if I make mistake now, what would they say? Nobody is saying anything. Sorry. Is your mindset, is your frustration, is your low self-esteem, is your
Wow.
dysfunctionality that is saying something to
Wow.
you. Nobody is saying something. Let them say. So
Hmm.
what?
Hmm.
In one of my old books, I have all my books in cellar. So what? I
Hmm.
wear so well.
Hmm.
Listen to me. People don't know the price. They don't know the challenges. They don't know what you have been through, even in that era. That's why in my profession, we don't judge people. We don't judge people. We don't judge people. You don't know why that person became a rapist. You don't know why this person became a pedophile. You don't know why that person is struggling with sexual addiction. You don't know why that person is gambling. You don't know why that person is stealing. You don't know. It's unprofessional. You don't judge. Let them judge you. Come for help. The first thing we do is to make you understand that you are safe. Now I'm doing compatibility assessment test. You want to get married? Let's know if you are compatible. They will tell you to do blood test, genotype test, HIV test. How do you know you are compatible? You are now using your life to gamble when you have one life to live. So if you are single, you are married, you want to know the point of your pain. I'm here to do compatibility 100% correct. No mixed feelings, because it is the clinicians that does it. It is technician that does blood tests. Clinicians does compatibility, personality assessment tests. I'm even doing drug screening tests. I'm doing gambling screening tests. I'm doing
Wow.
because the truth is,
Wow.
church is, people are oblivious to the fact that we are tripartite being. Your soul is not born again. David said, he makes me to light and he restores my soul.
Mm-hmm.
Soul is not saved, body is not saved. If you are shot before you gave your life to Christ, would you be taller now that you have given your life to Christ?
Not possible. So true.
Soul is not saved. So people need to wake up and realize time is up, right?
No, 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 ma. I was trying to look for the question. The
Okay.
question in the chat box. Go ahead, ma.
Now, your soul is not saved. Your body is not saved. That's why Paul said, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Even Paul said in 1 Thessalonians 5:3, said, I pray that your spirit, soul, and body be preserved blameless unto the coming of the Lord. Is that not what they are telling you, to go to therapy and deal with it? And Jesus said, when an unclean spirit goes out of a man, he walks through that place, seeking rest and findeth not. He said, let me come back and check. When he comes back to check and he sees the place clean, no accountability, no therapy, wet and garnished, it will come back. I see believers that behave as if they were never saved. They were even confused themselves. I said, did I just told that lie? Did I just sleep with that girl? Did I just allow that man to sleep with me? And they are born again. They are loaded, but they are wounded.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
So we need to be able to see that we cannot afford not to allow our lives to become the fragrance of God's goodness and perfume. And listen to me, when you are struggling as a child of God, your life is not glorifying God. Take it to the bank.
Wow. Wow.
And when people have struggle, they come to Christ for help. When they don't see help, they backslide. And that's the truth. Some will just say in church and say, whatever happens, I died there. And they are fornicating, they are committing adultery, they are messing up. And some will say, I'm done. This guilt and shame is enough. They go. So until the saints are restored, we will have revival. We can have migration.
Wow. 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 Powerful, powerful. Thank you so much, ma. Thank you so much. You've been really, really on fire tonight. Now, I favor Sam. I don't know if this is a question or you were typing what Reverend was saying earlier, but if we're going to take one more question after this, and that'll be the end of the live show. We'll bring that to an end, sadly. But I believe that we have learned a lot. So if you have, I'm giving room for one more question. If you have a question, you feel there's something troubling you, you feel that you don't even have clarity on what you want to do next year, you're just confused, you've tried so many things, just ask the question here. Reverend has a wealth of experience. So the first time she told me she was 60, so I had to look at her like, they said, man, you sure you're 60?
Somebody said I should show her my birth certificate. I said, I'm a graduate.
People are funny.
He said, ma, you must show me your birth certificate. I said, I have graduate. At least my last one is 33.
So there's even me, I looked at her like this, you are 61? Like, she doesn't even look it, and she's doing
I'm intentional.
a grandmother.
Intentional.
Yes, she's very intentional, and I need to get that grace to be intentional too, so that when I'm saying I'm 60, people will turn and say, you are what? You're 60? So I need that grace to be intentional that way. So Favor Sam put something in the comment box. He said, how do you live your life when your life is a paradox? How do you live your life when your life is a paradox?
Thank you for that question. That will lead me to let you know that foundation is Christ. Every other ground will sink you. Until I met with Jesus, I was smoking, I was drinking. I aborted. This doctor said I can never be pregnant.
Wow.
This is me. When I gave my life to Christ, I made up my mind to keep growing. I didn't have one leg inside, one leg outside. I didn't want to taste the world and taste God. I was sold out. I loved him with a passion. Jesus' love covered my skin. It's stronger than emotion, it's deeper than the color. This was my life. I went through a lot because of where I was coming from, so many things, wrong choices, decisions. But the truth is, I'm here today standing.
Mm.
On Christ, the solid rock you stand, every other ground will sink you. That's number one. The foundation is Christ. The second thing is grow.
Mm.
Work on, grow. Just keep growing.
Grow.
Build
Keep going.
yourself.
Mm.
Build your weight. The
Mm.
same physics of a rat is not the same physics of an elephant.
Mm-hmm.
It is what the bird eats that makes the bird to fly. Now, when your
Absolutely.
life now becomes a paradox that
Mm.
way, you commit your unknown future to the hand of all-knowing God.
Mm-hmm.
He will fix the puzzle. Was the
Absolutely.
life of Joseph not a paradox? Was the life of David not a paradox? Was the life of Tamar not a paradox? Was the life of Ruth not a paradox? The husband died. The husband died. The father-in-law died. The mother-in-law said, don't worry. Just go. God has beaten me black and blue. And she said, no, I'll go with you. I'll go. Don't entreat me to leave you. Where you
Mm-hmm.
go, I die. Where you die, die.
Mm-hmm.
Where we die
Fresh.
there.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? She found herself in the genealogy of Jesus.
Mm-hmm. So true. Mm.
So even if your life looks like a paradox, forget that one. Let God be in the boat. It won't capsize. You are going.
Mm.
Just keep going. Sometimes
Mm.
you can't even pray. Cry. Don't make tears your food, but cry very well.
Mm.
And clean your face and say, we move.
Mm.
Was the life, look at, there's no one, was the life of Jesus not a paradox? His parenting was questionable.
Mm.
Am I lying?
No,
Jesus.
no, 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 no. No.
But you know what? He validated himself by connecting with God. And what happened when John the Baptist baptized him? John didn't want to say, you better do it now. It was when he humbled himself that heaven opened and God validated him. And in one of my books, Love Note to Fathers, there are people that are struggling with fathers' issues. So they have serious image problem.
Mm.
Jesus too had it, but because he humbled himself to be baptized, he was able to sit down to learn. He would sit at the temple and learn and grow. He will open scrolls. Abba. Paul will say, bring
Absolutely.
my scrolls, grow. Because listen, nobody, the life out there, there's no validation out there. The father-in-law of Tamar told her to go and remain a widow in her father's house. Don't think people will validate you until you build yourself. People will not say, until you say I am, nobody will say thou art. So
Mm.
you need to work on yourself by yourself, and of course, not alone with God. You are more than a winner
Absolutely.
and a conqueror.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
your life is not a paradox. We are even the one thinking like that. Most of the things I've been through in life, when I cross the place, I wonder, Funke, how did you survive this? How? And
Wow.
you know, the devil does not fight what he does not fear. The reason why you think your life is a paradox is because the devil is afraid of something
Mm. Mm.
that you are about to become. That's
So
why
true.
the devil does not
So
fight what
true.
he does not fear. Just know that
So
for
true.
me, like for my life to be a paradox, the devil is afraid of something. You know
So
what they told
true.
Joseph?
Mm.
They told Joseph, behold the dreamer coming, let's kill him and see what will become of his dreams.
Absolutely.
So the devil doesn't fight what he does not fear.
Mm. Wow. Wow. Another question. Okay. So we'll take this and we'll take the final note from
How
Reverend.
do you manage marriage with your calling? Yes,
Yes.
so very important. You know, we are privileged as women to be able to multitask.
So true.
I remember, I'll be honest with you here. I'll be in the night after you have done what you're supposed to do with your husband. I'm reading. When I'm cooking, I have CD and I have
Wow.
messages. I don't. My spirit does not
Mhm.
sleep.
Wow.
I don't sleep. You can,
Wow.
if you call me 3 a.m. today, you will meet me up
Wow.
because I have to grow. I have to read. I'm going to start after now. I'm going to record She Matters 9 radio stations. I have people.
Wow.
I had to do therapy for many people. People are,
Wow.
and listen. The moment you stop growing, you stop being relevant
Oh, wow. Somebody
in
please
all
write
in
that.
every field.
Write that in
If
the
you start
comment section.
repeating yourself back to back, you're on your
Mm.
own. Very soon, people
Mm.
will get tired of you, man.
Wow.
Yeah. And you know,
Wow.
people evolve. They go to where they find fresh water. Come on.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Are
So
people
true.
listening deeply?
So true.
Let's
Hey, Reverend, fire. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma.
we've
Now,
tried today.
honestly, but I wish you could stay longer, but of course, we asked for 1 hour and we have to respect the 1 hour. But what I want to ask now is based on all this you have said to us tonight, what would be that final note to people who actually have been listening so far? Um, what should we look out for in the year 2026? A lot is going to happen. A lot of people are thinking of dirty December. What me I'm looking at is how to make money from the dirty
I'm
December,
telling
not how
you.
to dirty my December. Because who will clean
That
my
is
January by
addictive
dirty the
lifestyle. Now,
December?
I don't have time to talk about that. We'll talk about it
but,
later.
but what's your final note? What's your final words for the audience?
Number one, self-deception is demonic. Don't
Self
deceive yourself.
is demonic.
Don't deceive yourself. Call a spade a spade. Don't call it an agricultural shovel.
Mm.
Look at yourself and tell yourself, Funke, you cannot continue like this in 2026. I'm dropping
Wow.
this weight.
Wow.
I'm checking into therapy now.
Mm.
Whatever the price I have to pay or paid,
Mm.
you pay the price and paint the price. Pay it now. Because listen, life will level you up.
Mm-hmm.
People will drop you and move.
Mm.
And that's the truth. Life is a leveler.
Mm.
If you stop growing, you start groaning.
So true.
And life does not award a failure. I saw
Mm.
some plants
Mm.
behind your desk there.
Yes.
I have a lot. I have to start packing them. The
Wow.
reason why they are giving you an award is
Mm.
because you are relevant.
Mm. Mm.
If you are no more relevant, nobody will award you.
Mm.
To
Mm.
keep being relevant, you must be
Mm.
intentional. You must
Absolutely.
make yourself, you must bury yourself somewhere and listen to me. People tell me, you don't watch this, you don't watch this. You know what I tell them? The person that they are looking at, don't look at news. Because some of you, your
Mm.
dopamine, your brain has been hijacked on
So
social
true,
media. You
ma.
have to drop
So
the
true.
weight.
So
Before you know,
true.
you have spent one hour on social media. If you are saying, let's speak in tongues for 1 hour now, people will be yawning. They want to sleep.
Oh my God.
And you know, fire is fire at any level.
Yes,
Anointing is
ma.
anointing at any level.
Yes, so true.
If you are anointed, you are anointed. If you are not anointed, you are not anointed.
So
And
true.
an empty mouth does not make noise.
Mm. Mm. So
Then
true, ma.
finally, I said I'm preaching a series on my radio program now that before it is too late.
Mm.
Seasons are seasonal.
Mm.
Seasons
Season
are
and season.
seasonal.
Mm.
There's a time now, forget it. I'm intentional. I'm doing my skin. I swim, I do everything to be up and about. But give me another 30 years. It's not going to be like this.
So true. So true.
So you have to think about there's nothing like tomorrow. Everybody tomorrow starts today.
Mm.
In
Mm.
January, we are not starting. None of us is starting our year in March. We all step
Mm.
on a journey in January 1st. Don't squander the time. Invest in that time.
Mm.
Let 2026 be your best year ever because of this privilege. Thank you. I'm
Thank you
grateful.
so much, Reverend. Reverend, please, I forgot to ask for something. So for your books, if people want to buy your books, how do
I
they
have
get
them
your
on
books?
Seller. I have all my
Okay.
books on Seller.
So once they
I
go to your
have
bio, will they find it?
yes. We are going to I'm resuming the women training school in January by the grace
Beautiful.
of God. I run a women college of ministry, men college of ministry, school of finishing touches, school of marriage, and of course, I'm doing different things for people, especially when it comes to marriage and all.
Mm.
So the truth is, I'm on Instagram.
The
My
radio
my
station as
Instagram
well.
with Funke Adetube with their hair. Then I've decided to put all the 40 new books on Audible on YouTube.
Okay.
Listen, like and subscribe. Some of them are past series. They are not. They are little shorts that would push you to the next level. Then my books are on Amazon. I think I have one or two on. No, sorry, I have one or two on Amazon, but the other ones are on Seller.
Okay, that's
Then
beautiful.
I've done a devotional. She Matters devotional. It's about 700 pages. It's just a
Okay.
devotional for people that have girl child and they want to just build them up to grow and become the
Hmm.
best of themselves.
Wow, that's amazing. I need to also get some of this videos, these books. Yes, on YouTube. So is it the same name on YouTube, ma?
Funke Adetuberu on YouTube. Those
So
ones
just
just
ma,
like
please, can you type something? Let me pin it here so people can just
okay,
find
can you
it.
type my YouTube?
Yes, can someone help us type the YouTube channel so that we don't have people spelling the wrong name out for those who might not be Yorubas.
Okay then.
Okay, so so that we can have that. So please go on those platforms and go and eat
And take all you can. Can all you
everything.
take. Sit on the
Mm-hmm.
can to open the can when you can.
Beautiful, ma. So another thing you need to do, everyone, especially for those who are women, for you that you're a man, you can sponsor a woman next year to the School of Ministry.
Yeah, we are
Some
resuming on the 24th of January 2020. The
24th of
flowers will
January.
soon be out.
Oh, beautiful. So
It's only on Zoom. I'm not doing physical classes anymore.
okay, so it's on Zoom. So we have it on YouTube is as the same name is spelled. Just Funke Adetuberu. Okay, just
Yeah.
go on YouTube, on Instagram as well. Follow her, and you would learn so much from her. So much. I always see her motivationals, and I
I
always
call it
whenever I
Trailer
see
for
them.
the Day.
I like it. I love it because they're always powerful and amazing. They are short and nice, and I read some of our comments. I'm sorry, our articles as well, and they're powerful. So if you want to learn more, if you want to be better, please just go ahead and learn from the best. And one of the things I also would admonish you to do, which is one of the things Reverend said over and over and over again, everything. I wanted to ask a question. I answered the question myself. It's just intentionality. Just be intentional. Whatever you want to do in the year 2026. There's something I plan to do this year 2025. And I remembered it in April. I remembered in July, and I said, "Oh, you know what? I'll start." And I just discovered that December is the year I never started that particular thing. But one thing that occurred to me from what you said, Ma, is if I had been intentional, immediately I remember,
Not even,
and now I have
sometimes
started.
like you have a lot on your table, I know. But the
Yes,
truth is just make sure you are taking those baby steps and
baby
you are making
steps. Yes,
progress. Even
yes,
if it's a book you want to write, just write 5 few pages. Just make sure you are making you can
so
I
true,
measure my growth every year. I write
so
what I
true.
want to do for the year.
Mm-hmm.
I actually prepare the year in October.
Wow,
Fasting, praying,
amazing,
trusting
amazing.
God in October. So by the time I'm getting to December, I'm not doing December rush or anything. I've known what I want to do. I'm set to do it and I go for it. So you don't have to,
Thank you.
sometimes we go on guilt mode when
Uh-huh.
we are not able to,
To achieve those things.
achieve.
So
No. Don't,
I
God
just told
doesn't.
myself, just start now. Now that you remember, just start now. Now, don't don't say that you do it later
I
again. Start
understand.
immediately. And somebody is asking, we need more information about the school. Please
If you
follow
follow
her
me on
immediately.
the flyers should
It's
be
on her.
out anytime from now. Then
Yes.
I do devotional. We call it gentle steel for women that are married to a narcissist or
Hmm.
they're in difficult marriages. It's a
Hmm.
devotional. It's a 30 days
Wow.
devotional. It's
Wow.
every month. The one of I've done the one of November. We have it. The one of December will be out shortly. Then it's a monthly thing, so you can always subscribe to it and enjoy the devotional.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, ma. And for those of you listening, don't just go for the free things. So pay. Go for the paid one because what you will get in the paid
Therapy
one is,
consultation is not free. Therapy is not
is
free.
not free. Yes, what you get from the paid session is far more than what you think you get from the free one. So pay your way to your success and
Mm-hmm.
to the
Nice
ladder you
one.
want to actually climb and get to in life. So thank you so much, ma. I
I
really,
took
really
that from you.
appreciate
Pay your
you.
way to your success. I take that home
Oh,
today. Thank you
thank
for
you.
blessing me.
Thank you, Reverend. I appreciate you, ma. And thank you
Thank
to
you.
your beautiful assistant as well. She was
Thank you.
amazing.
Okay, she's doing a good job.
Yes, thank you also for ensuring that Reverend showed up immediately we started the live show. So to all our viewers, to everybody who watched and joined us tonight, please say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Reverend. Thank you a million times to Reverend for being here, for blessing every one of us with this amazing, amazing nugget. And also, don't worry, go and ask her on her page. People have
Send me a
come.
DM, or
Go
should I
to
send you
her
my
DM.
number? Please, no, it's my that
Okay, we
number is
can
not the
try.
number you have.
Okay, please, Reverend, or if your
Plus
EA
two
can
three
type
four
your
eight zero.
email
You can write
address,
it.
your EA can type your email address, okay, so that people that
Okay,
want to
or
send
even
you.
just text the 08023242389.
Okay, so
Yes.
the Reverend, can you help us call it, because people, when we post
Zero
this, it's
eight
not going to.
zero
Okay,
WhatsApp only. Please don't call.
okay,
I'll reply definitely. I promise. 08023480232. 08023242389. What happened?
okay.
They will write it down.
It
Zero eight
happens, I
zero
bet.
two three
Okay,
two four two three eight nine. That's a WhatsApp. I
okay,
would. It's a WhatsApp number. It's my number, but I don't pick calls intentionally
okay,
because I
okay,
have
so,
a lot of people, so I hardly pick calls. So the number is zero eight
okay,
zero
I hope
two
that will,
three
okay.
two four two three eight nine.
Okay,
Please,
thank you so
yeah.
much, Ma, once again. So, winning woman, I forgot to make mention of you, our president. Thank you all so much, the winning woman, winning women who are here today, because this was also powered by them. We really appreciate
Wow.
you for
Thank
being
you.
part. Thank you so much, Ma, for being a blessing to everyone. We love you, we appreciate you, and we
Thank
pray
you.
that the way you have blessed us today, the Lord will bless you, bless your children, bless
Amen.
your grandchildren, and the
Amen.
wisdom bank where you're bringing all this from. We never go dry. We always be on a continuous increase, refreshed, and your oil will never go dry as well. And thank you. We
Amen.
love you. We
Thank
appreciate you. Wish you Merry Christmas in
Thank
advance.
you.
Compliments of the season there in
Same
advance.
to
You're the first
you.
person I'm saying that to this
Thank
year.
you. Thank you.
December to you.
Appreciate.
So
Thank you.
compliments of the season to you in advance.
Thank you. Thank
And
you.
we believe we'll see more of you very soon.
By
God
the
bless
grace
you,
of
Ma,
God.
and
Thank
have
you.
a wonderful weekend. So everyone watching, thank you so much. We don't have a live show tomorrow, but we're going to come back on Sunday, and we're going to end this on the 5th of December. So you need to stay tuned on Sunday evening by 6 p.m. We'll be back for another amazing time of the Millionaire Woman Mindset. And we hope to see you there. We hope to see your friends. We hope to see your loved ones. So share this. Even when we post this, go back and rewatch. Take notes. I have my notes full. I have about 4 to 5 pages full already. So you also ensure you go back and you rewatch and begin to pick the points you are going to use and make yourself better in the year 2026. So thank you all once again. I love you all. God bless you. Do have a beautiful and amazing, wonderful and blessed weekend. God bless you all. Thank you so much.